Hey Capricorns, and welcome to your December 2018 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky here to give you guys hopefully another amazing reading for your month ahead, as you are really coming into a wonderful healing point, I think, actually. I really like what I'm seeing for you. Some of the easiest and smoothest energy I've seen for Capricorn in a long time. So you're definitely doing something right. Even if you feel quite scattered coming into this month, I really want you to be rest assured that things are improving and are getting better through putting in the same effort and same sort of tenacity to have a healing experience that you've had for a long time. So even though perhaps things aren't just naturally and easily falling into place, they are for some of you, you do get that through the continued effort in making your environment wonderful and healing oriented once more. I love what I'm seeing all around Capricorn. You know, Justice reversed, Six of Wands reversed. That might be potential for things to be a little bit haphazard or unknown or unconfident, but it's such a small thing, it's such a dumb note that I think that you'll really be able to work on that and turn that into something favorable for yourself. Before I get too deep in the reading, make sure that you guys check out the Jupiter Strong products that I have. I mentioned those in my Jupiter in Sag video, and I wanted to mention them again in your reading because Jupiter is in Sag. It's such a wonderful place. So especially those of you with Sag placements or not, it's really good to have some tangible reminders of, Jupiter's in a good place. I can have a healing experience. I can have good luck and benevolence right now. And the products are so wonderful. Like, they're so chic and sexy and minimal. I really hope you'll get the chance to check them out. That's in the description box below, and you can use the code SOSKY to get a discount throughout November and December. But anyway, Capricorns, I'm going to go ahead and continue on with your reading. What are you still feeling that you lack in this month? I'm hoping that it's not much. A lot of creative potential is coming in. A lot of endings which are positive and beneficial are coming in. And at the same time, you're getting a good closure at the same time. I love how Six of Cups is your central theme, along with the world being present in the reading as well. It says to me that any endings are ready and are well-timed right now. You may feel that you have a sense of crossroads with the Lovers coming up, but I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think that it's a difficult choice for you to make. In fact, I think Capricorn has needed more choices lately, and I think that having perhaps an option of what direction to go is actually a positive experience for you, although it might feel a little bit different because you do have that Chariot reversed as well, which says to me that you're like, I'm not sure if I need to progress right now. I'm not sure if movement is the best option. Maybe I should just stay still. I do think that that's because you're struggling to make a certain decision, and I can validate for you right now that it's okay to make a decision. Perhaps not moving too quickly and too haphazardly is encouraged, but now is a positive time for you to make a decision because you're going to make decisions which support your creativity, decisions which support your confidence, and decisions which support your abundance in general. So good job there, and try to keep those things in mind when making decisions for sure, because those seem to be some of the main concepts which are coming forward for you right now. Other intuitive messages before I get into the week to week. I do feel that it is important to, how would I say, watch out for being over assumptive of people's backgrounds. That's kind of an odd message to come forward for you all, but it does feel like you're really taking into account who is around you, why they're around you, and what they bring to the table. Saturn is in your sign, so you are really contemplating your physical reality and your office in life, I want to say. So you might be thinking too hard about, okay, what does this person bring to a relationship? Do they bring money or prestige? Do they bring enjoyment? Do they bring attraction? You might be commodifying people's qualities too much, and that's not going to be for all of you. And you might also feel the other end of that as well. So you might feel overly commodified, or you might feel like people are only interested in you for what you bring to the table, materially, and not caring as much about what you emotionally bring to the table. So what does that mean for you, Capricorn, when someone loses interest in what you're emotionally bringing to the table? It oftentimes demonstrates that there's something in your physical world relating to careers, objectives, households, etc., that has been not followed through by you. So you've perhaps wanted to change the career, or you've wanted to change your placement in life. So changing your house, changing your career, changing your desires, even as it relates to your career and relating to your material well-being. There's something about that feels unrequited to me. So unrequited material existence is a big thing being addressed for the Capricorn karmic experience right now, with Saturn in your sign, with Pluto in your sign. And it's going to be really important to think about that, perhaps in a deep way, that sort of unrequited material existence that you have perhaps needed for a long time but not given to yourself. What does that look like? What is your philosophy towards money, your philosophy towards abundance, and your philosophy towards security? And is that something that ultimately takes from your security? A really great time to pull together your philosophy towards the material existence with your philosophy towards security, and make sure that they're not actually at odds with one another. Because I've noticed that in Capricorn, and it is one of the higher karmic lessons that your sign goes through, is sort of not being able to differentiate security from material well-being, and giving yourself potentially a lot of havoc and chaos in the name of either of those concepts. So definitely think deeply about that, and think about the abundances that you have elsewhere this month. Where is your love? Where is your creativity? Where is your balance? Because all of those things are coming in, but sometimes it's easy to not see them as such when you feel very insecure in certain sectors. So do not let your certain insecurities take away from the actual love, creativity, and balance that is at hand here and now. I'm going to go ahead and get into the week to week. Week number 1, Capricorn. So you have 6 of Wands reversed, rooted down by the Lovers. So something relating to your standing in life, your posturing, your position is off-putting to you. You are feeling maybe like your work is taking too much from you. You might also be feeling that in a relationship you're not being given the respect that you deserve, or that even the person that you're with isn't getting respect, and therefore their ego is kind of out of control. This brings up a lot of karmic decisions for sure. The Lovers rooting that down says to me that what is your position? What is your place right now? And how is that opening a huge can of worms? Are you over prioritizing stature? Are you over prioritizing prestige? It's not going to be all of you, but it's definitely food for thought to think about, like, what is position in my life, and what are my actions in relation to my position, and how can I prioritize this in a healthy way? Because with Saturn in Capricorn, with Saturn naturally in the energy of the 10th house, structures relating to your posture, position, and standing in life will be emphasized during this time and for the remainder of the time that Saturn is in Capricorn. So, which is still quite a while. We've got like at least another year of that. But in the second week, Capricorns, you have Justice reversed, rooted down by the Chariot reversed. So, that's definitely a major injection of energy coming in the second week. You are actually receiving a lot of support from the universe, is what I'm hearing relating to that energy line. What's happening is the power imbalance that you've been experiencing, as well as the lack of motion indicated by Justice reversed and the Chariot reversed, are being addressed by the universe. So be prepared to see what balance can look like in that week, to see what progressive motion in your life can look like in that week. And sometimes when you see that, it can be a little bit it can be a lot to take, but it's there. I want you to look around in the second week and see, okay, this power imbalance that I've had in my house, in my job, in my health, even like a health imbalance, like a hormonal imbalance, this is the cure to that. And you're going to see it really clearly. You're going to feel it in your bones. And then also you're going to perhaps see that not grabbing that by the horns, or not accepting that, or being like, that could be the right answer, but I'm not sure if it is. Like anything like that may give you a sense of stagnant energy. So like the Chariot reverse is all about stagnation and stillness. And it's not always a bad thing. Sometimes we need stillness, but I don't think that that's you right this second, Capricorn. It's not that you need to boundlessly run forward with things, but there has to be a balance between stillness and movement, and a pacing. I feel like pacing is so important with Capricorn in the second week, and actually for the rest of this year. Pacingly moving towards that incredible goal is such a powerful place for you to be in, with Jupiter home in Sagittarius, as well as Saturn home in Capricorn. Like, you are so powerful right now, Capricorn. You don't know it, but you kind of sometimes take it from yourself because you think you need to disperse or delegate it in a different way. Think a bit less about those types of things, and really think about how you can access your creativity, because as you're moving into the third week, Page of Wands rooted down by 8 of Wands, incredible creative boost. And artistic flair actually coming up in Capricorn, as well as good luck and benevolence. To me, that is like the energy of Jupiter and Sagittarius, that Page of Wands and Eight of Wands energy together. So a lot of you probably have Sagittarius in your chart. It's very common for Capricorn to have either Mercury or Venus in Sagittarius. So a lot of you will feel that Jupiter energy coming in right around then, right around the third week of Jupiter in Sag, and it's really, really beautiful to see for you all. Really incredible holiday celebrations could be taking place. What are you doing for New Year's? It's like making incredible plans and giving incredible gifts could be wonderful. You might even be receiving incredible gifts. Eight of Wands is all about receiving windfall. So that is coming during the week of Christmas as well. So for those of you who do celebrate Christmas, I feel like you're going to get some incredible gifts. And also just getting things that you didn't expect, whether it has to do with Christmas or not. You're receiving things that you didn't expect. And perhaps it's inspiration as well. It seems very inspirational to me. Like lots of inspiration comes in, lots of motivation comes in, lots of windfall in general. So congratulations for that energy of the third week. You see something in the second week that you realize, okay, there's a different decision to make here. There's something that's not in balance. I've got to balance that out. And through doing that, it's like the karmic windfall and result of that is so much for you to be given. So definitely accept, Capricorn. Don't be afraid to accept, and don't be afraid to take on this type of abundance, because you can be a bit prone to martyrdom at times and thinking, okay, I've gotten all this gifts, I should give it back, or I should give back to the world that which I have received, which is very empowering for you and can work throughout this year. But I encourage you to accept during that third week at least. And moving into the fourth week, I see you really taking in your life and really taking in the experience that you're having, the world rooted down by Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is such a Capricorn card, and says to me that you feel like you're only halfway there, when in reality there's an ending phase coming. So that's kind of an interesting message. Don't be fooled about certain things which seem like they have lived out their time. You might think that you're only halfway there with some of those things, but in reality, they have done what they needed to do. Okay, so you could have a tendency to overinvest in things which have already had their time in your life. And I can feel as I'm saying this that some of you are like upset about that. You're like, well, where's my motivation? I'm motivated to invest my energy into this thing. Like, why would I want to accept that it's not going to work? Like, isn't that antithetical to the idea and concept of motivation? Yes and no. It's such a blessing to be told no sometimes, Capricorn. And sometimes that's the only point or lesson that Saturn tries to teach. You know, sometimes to, get that six-figure salary at that job that we've always wanted would introduce someone into our life who would threaten our marriage, and the marriage has been deemed at a soul level more valuable to you than that six-figure salary. Or perhaps the engagement to that person who, has the yacht and has the social standing threatens the ethics and values that you have had with yourself for a long time. And that at a soul level is more valuable to you than, the yachts and high standing. I want you to remember that when people tell you no, or you don't achieve the things that you wanted, it's because at a soul level, there was something about that would threaten your morals and would threaten a relationship that is actually more valuable with yourself or with your family or with something that's important to you. So definitely beware of like, I'm cursed, or I am doomed to fail, or the universe always rejects me in some way. I should have the video up by now. Rejection is protection. It's been such a concept that I've been coming back to now, and that, most of you, like Capricorn, you above anyone else can probably see that. Sorry, I'm getting excited and throwing pins around on my table. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. But you as Capricorn can see the whole rejection is protection probably clearer than in any other sign, because you probably have a big history of seeing like, yeah, I got rejected there, but I see that if I would have not been rejected, that my life would have turned out so much worse in the long run by not being rejected in that situation. So I want you to remember that rejection is protection right now. And over the next year of having Saturn in your sign, it will continue to be so. And I need you to, like, after being rejected, like, look towards the next open door, because they will be there. Six of Cups is your central theme in the month of December, Capricorns. Again, such a gift-giving energy. It is your birthday as well. So birthday, Christmas stuff for Capricorn, really, really strong this year. Perhaps Saturn rewards for sure coming in. Someone is wanting a closure with you, I feel. So for those of you who have had breakups, and it's perhaps been difficult to shake the other person, or the other person has not wanted to leave your life, do think about how you can give them a real closure. And I mean, sometimes you can't give that to people. Sometimes, generally, closure is not actually closure. It's like an opening. But think about how you could give someone what they need without defying your own ethic or moral guidelines. Finding that balance and middle ground, again, justice reversed, is an incredibly karmically healing thing for you. So keep that in mind, and also see how you can connect to the past in a more healthy way now. Is your connection to past trauma something that has to be hard now? Is it something that you can rise above and no longer be threatened by? I really think that it is. Anyways, Capricorn, I think I'm going to conclude the reading on that note. A lot of these cards are good luck charms. I love Six of Cups, Eight of Wands, Page of Wands, the World, even the Lovers for you all this month. Really, really strong majority of positive energies coming in. Allow yourself to be healthy, allow yourself to function, give your body what it needs, give those around you what they need if it's right for you, and enjoy flourishing during this time. And again, check out the Jupiter Strong products. I've linked that down below, as well as in the center of your screen right now. Your likes, subscribes, and comments mean the world to me, and I so appreciate them. You can always book a reading with me as well. That is in the description box, and my social media, Patreon, all of that stuff is there. But anyway, everyone, thank you so much for being here, and I'm looking forward to seeing like what comes next for Capricorn in the month of January. So we'll be talking soon. Hit that subscribe button with the bell button to be notified for January's reading. Much love, and we'll be talking soon. Bye.